Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is me Iram Gul and you are watching my YouTube channel Tracks by IGM. Today we are going to start another topic from the biomolecule, and the first member of biomolecule is carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are defined as the polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketone with the empirical formula CH2ON, the simplest being glyceraldehyde or dihydroxyacetone or ketone. Carbohydrates include sugar, starch, cellulose, and many other compounds found in the living organisms. Carbohydrates are basically derived from the saccharides. And what are saccharides? Saccharide is a term derived from the Latin word saccharon, and its mean sweet sand, or this word is basically used for the sugar molecule. The term carbohydrate is most common in biochemistry where it is a synonym of saccharide. Carbohydrates are often classified according to the number of saccharide units they contain. They are divided into four chemical groups. Monosaccharide, they contain one saccharide or one sugar unit. Disaccharide, they contain two sugar unit or two sugar molecules. Oligosaccharide contain 2 to 10 sugar molecules, while polysaccharide contains many sugar molecules. In their basic form, the carbohydrates are simple sugar or monosaccharides. These simple sugar can combine with each other to form more complex carbohydrates. The combination of two simple sugar is a disaccharide. Carbohydrates comprising of 2 to 10 monosaccharide units are called as oligosaccharides, and those with a larger number are called as the polysaccharides. Here is the simplest configuration or classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are categorized into two different categories. One is simple carbohydrate and the other is complex carbohydrate. Simple carbohydrates include monosaccharides and disaccharide. Monosaccharide consists of one sugar molecule and disaccharide consists of two sugar molecules. The examples of monosaccharide include glucose, fructose, and galactose, while disaccharides are maltose, lactose, and sucrose. Similarly, the complex sugar is consist of polysaccharides only. They contain many sugar molecules in their structure. For example, starch, fiber, and glycogen. Glucose is basically the simplest form of monosaccharide or simple sugar, and this is the formula of glucose. Glucose is basically six carbon member ring, and it contains aldehydic group or aldehydic functional moiety as their functional group. The basic structure of carbohydrate, the saccharides encountered in living organisms are generally built of monosaccharide with the general formula of CH2NO, where N is the 3 or more. It means N is the number of sugar or saccharide molecules. A typical monosaccharide has the structure of, it is basically it contains HCHOX or with any of the ketonic group, or it also contains CHOH with H. This is basically the aldehyde group. It contains any ketonic functional group or any aldehydic moiety. So it has the hydroxyl group on each carbon, including the functional group of carbon atom. For example, as we see in this previous one, these are each carbon basically contain OH or hydroxyl group that are used as the functional group of these carbon members or these carbon atoms. So glucose, fructose, ribose, deoxyribose, glyceraldehyde are the most commonly occurring monosaccharides in the living system. It is important to note that there are many chemicals that may have the same formula but are not considered to be monosaccharides. For example, formaldehyde and its formula is CH2O, while inositol its formula is CH2O6. But this is not monosaccharide, or this is not basically from the carbohydrate or from the sugar. This is not basically the monosaccharide. Here are some examples of some basic members of carbohydrates from the monosaccharides. Basically, this is the simplest sugar molecule, that is D-glyceraldehyde. It is basically consist of three carbon atoms or three carbon members. It contains CH2OH, and this is basically the aldehydic group or aldehydic moiety. So it is called as the glyceraldehyde. Simply, D-erythros is or D3Os are the members that contain four carbon members, or it is basically the chain of four carbon atoms. Again, the functional group is CHO or aldehydic. D-ribose, D-arabinose, D-xylose, and D-lysose are the sugars or monosaccharide that contain five carbon atoms in their structure. Similarly, D-allose, D-altrose, D-glucose, D-mannose, D-glucose, D-iodose, or D-galactose, and D-talose. These are basically the members that contain six carbon in their structure, and this is basically the more or representative of this six member carbon atom is basically the glucose, or fructose is also from the six carbon, but fructose contain ketonic moiety. So here all elements sorry, all the structures and all the members contain CHO or aldehydic moiety in their structure. So these are basically the some monosaccharides or some simple sugars with the aldehydic moiety. Carbohydrate isomerism. Isomerism is basically it is a phenomena in which some chemicals or some compounds contain same chemical formula but different structural formula or different structure. Two broad categories for isomerism or isomeric are used. One is structural isomers and others are stereoisomers. The structural isomers are defined as isomers having same molecular formula but different structure. The stereoisomers have same molecular and structural formula but differ in configuration or arrangement of atoms in space. So stereoisomers are further subgrouped into optical isomers and geometrical isomers. Optical isomerism are more relevant in carbohydrate chemistry. For example, optical isomerism stems from the presence of chiral center. Chiral center or asymmetric carbon atom is basically refers to the carbon atom having four different groups attached to it. You can see from this structure, this is a chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon atom. It contains four different groups. This is CH2OH, this is aldehydic moiety, this is hydroxyl group, and this is the simple hydrogen. It means this carbon contain four different groups, so we can say that this carbon is asymmetric carbon, or it is the chiral center of this molecule. This leads to two possibilities by which atom can be arranged in you can see from the figure. This is basically the same molecular formula and same structure of both compound, but the arrangement of molecule is different. Just position of hydroxyl group is different in both cases. In simple one case, you can see hydroxyl is present on the right side of chiral carbon, and in other hydroxyl is present on the left side of this chiral carbon. So this is basically the optical isomerism, because the arrangement of molecules or arrangement of groups is basically different in space. In case of carbohydrate, D-glyceraldehyde is used as a reference compound. So in our previous structure we studied about all the compounds that are D-glyceraldehyde, D-erythrose, or six-member ring, or also basically the D compounds, because a D-glyceraldehyde or the D-aldehydic moiety is basically used as the reference compound. D represent the hydroxyl group on right hand side, where the L represent hydroxyl group on left hand side. So this one is basically the D-glyceraldehyde, because hydroxyl is on the right side of the chiral carbon, and this one should be the L glyceraldehyde, because hydroxyl is on the left side of the chiral carbon. These two forms reflect mirror image of each other, and they are called as the enantiomers. The stereoisomerism, which are not enantiomers, are called as or termed as the diastereomers. Now you can see four carbon member in structure. There are four carbon atoms, or the sugar molecules that contain four carbon atoms. In the figure above, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are enantiomers, where 1, 3, 4, and 2, 3 four are the related as diastereomers. So enantiomers are basically the mirror image of each other, while the diastereomers are not mirror image of each other. Enantiomers have same physical properties like melting point, boiling point, solubility in various solvent, but they rotate plane polarized light in opposite direction. Those which rotate plane polarized light in clockwise direction called as dextrorotatory, and it is represented by the plus sign. So in our previous example uh, we seen, or we have studied that D plus glyceraldehyde or D plus glucose plus is basically used to represent the rotation of molecules. So dextrorotatory, that are rotate in the plane polarized light, they are basically represented by the plus sign, and those which rotate in the anti-clockwise direction are called as levorotatory, and they are represented by the minus sign. Thus, D negative or D minus glucose can exist as both dextrorotatory plus and levorotatory minus. Wendt formula of 2n work give the number of possible optical isomer, where n is the number of chiral carbon. A triose will have two optical isomers and tetrose will have four. Triose mean any sugar molecule that contain 3 carbon, and tetrose mean sugar molecule with the 4 carbon. D-glucose and D-mannose have different configuration only at carbon 2 atoms. Such carbohydrates which differ in configuration only at one carbon atom are designated as epimers of each other. Remember, D-glucose and D-mannose. Just go to the back page. Where is the D-mannose? D-mannose is this one and D-glucose is this one. They are different from each other only in the in arrangement of one hydroxyl group, or any of the one now the second carbon they said D-mannose have the different configuration only C2 carbon. C2 carbon mean at the carbon number 2 the position of hydroxyl is different. So you can see in case of D-mannose, hydroxyl is present on the left side of chiral carbon, while in case of glucose, hydroxyl is present on the right side of chiral carbon. So we can say that glucose and mannose are basically epimers of each other. So this is basically the today's lecture, which include the basic introduction and classification of carbohydrates. Thank you.